said lightning doesn't strike twice doesn't know Randy Gardner. The Ohio native is one of a dozen victims still recuperating from the Tucson shooting. News Channel 5's Deborah Lee spoke with Randy by phone tonight, and Deb, he had quite a story to tell you.
Oh, did he ever? You'd like to think that most of us will never be in a spot like those folks in Tucson where they had bullets flying all around them week before last. But for Randy Gardner, it was deja vu, back to a place he'd been 40 years before.
I kept hearing all these bullets going off and couldn't really determine exactly where it was coming from.
Ohio native Randy Gardner was shot in the foot as he waited to see his congresswoman on that infamous day in Tucson. And a woman he met in line was one of 6 people who died.
A very dark moment, you know. I mean, when the bullets started going off, it was very surreal, very dark.
It wasn't the first time Randy had found himself in that place. He was a student at Kent State on May 4th, 1970, when the Ohio National Guard opened fire during a Vietnam War protest.
I wasn't far from where Jeff Miller got struck, you know, and he was one of the young men that died there. I know a lot of people go, well, what bad luck, I don't want to stand next to him, you know.
Randy admits it's a strange thing to have happened twice, and he's frustrated.
We should be able to, you know, shine some light on this violence and shine some light on why we're so angry and try to rise above this and realize, hey, we're many tribes within this melding culture, but we could get along better. You know, we could make this a better ride.
But he doesn't intend to let these images keep him from political events in the future. However, next time, he'll try to be more aware of his surroundings.
You know, you don't want to be scared off. But at the same time, you kind of think, you know, well, be prepared.
Now, Randy told me he cannot bear weight on his injured foot, but he expects to make a full recovery. Randy was raised in the Columbus area, and he attended Kent for 2 years. Deborah Lee, News Channel 5.